Tubbs, Swinton away on Saturday afternoon in front of the BBC Sport cameras. Is it one you're looking forward to?
Absolutely. It's fifth round at Challenge Cup, isn't it? And it's something very close to my heart and very special association with the Sheffield Eagles. So really looking forward to it. Great result last week against Batley. Plenty of positives. Still areas to work on, but we're through to the semi-final of that, and now we've got to get after the sixth round of this. So looking forward to it, playing against a real good team in Swinton. I think they've won all their games so far. Watched them 3 or 4 times, and the quality, they're working really hard, and they've probably got the best field kicker in the competition in Deck Patton. So he's a massive threat, and they've got obviously a couple of ex-Eagles playing for them in Matty Crimes and Mikey Wood, and both are phenomenal players. You know, Mikey's all about work ethic and work rate, and Crimes has got a little bit of something about him where he scores tries, and he always has done. So there's certainly threats in them, but we're making slow progression. We're getting a little bit better week after week, and long may that continue.
Swinton, fellow Championship side, who will face a couple of times again in the league this season. But you talk about the competitiveness that we're obviously going to face. Again, it's giving you a good kind of stead ahead of what's to come when the league season starts.
Well, look, we always have a big tussle against Swinton. We beat them closely at our place last year, and I think they beat us at their place. So there's certainly some of the things we want to rectify, but yeah, it's getting play. Like we played Batley last week, we play Swinton, another good championship team this week in the cup, and then we've got Toulouse on Friday night. So they're here. It's here. The moment that we've all been waiting for. And I know some people love cups and some people don't. Our business is winning games, and actually, starting the season is big for us as well, and that's a big task against Toulouse. So bit by bit, the opponents are getting a little bit harder, and this will be a tough task. But there's an eye on that round the corner as first home league game against Toulouse next Friday night, 15th.
And we're potentially only 18 minutes away from playing a Super League side in the 6th round. What would it mean to this whole team as a whole, being able to progress into that?
Well, it's something we spoke about in pre-season. As a group, what we wanted to achieve this year, and certainly the 1895 Cup were one of the things that we wanted to get after. Get into the latter stages of the Challenge Cup, and challenge yourselves against a Super League team. That would have been and is the dream. So yeah, it's ticking along quite nicely. We're not finished. There's a lot more to come from us, but we're in a good spot at the moment.
And you look at the results, we've got 6 from 6, it's been a good start. Obviously, you keep saying you want to get better and better, but a chance to obviously show people what we can do this weekend, especially in front of the TV cameras.
Yeah, and it's always nice to play in big games on TV, and that fetches the best out of big players. But yeah, the big games, and that's where you want to be. You want to put the best foot forward for yourself as an individual and play and get people talking about you, but also as a team. And every year we get this that we're always ranked outsiders. We're going to be mid-table, and that. And I love it, and I've always loved it. I've always, little old Sheffield Eagles will just they'll be there and thereabouts. But that inspires us. That gives us something to challenge ourselves with, and the boys raise to the challenge, and that needs to continue, because it's here, it's now. We've had a nice pre-season, long. We're into 6 or 7 games now, and the cup competition's ticking along quite nicely. But the league starts on Friday night, and that's a massive start for us against a real good full-time team in Toulouse.
In the last couple of weeks, you've named near enough a similar score to what you played the week before. For the lads that maybe haven't featured, what do you feel they need to do to try and push for that starting spot?
You just got to keep performing and training, and we've got to take note of that. We need to be talking as the coaching department, saying, look, he's training really, really well, he's ready to play, and things like that. You've got to pick up injuries, and like I say, we play Saturday, Friday, so it's a quick turnaround. And look, there'll be people missing this week, and people will come back in, but we're getting a lot of the people back. Jesse's nearly here, he's nearly probably 3 or 4 maximum weeks away. Blake's had some real good news over the last 24 hours, and he can get back into full contact. Kyle Wood is past, trained last night and back into full training. Evan Hodgson trained last night, back into full training. So we're getting the numbers back, which is great for us, and that's the key to success for me is that consistency that we're striving for comes from the competition for places, but that continuity, and I spoke about it, haven't I, that this early season and the cup competition, we're throwing people about, giving people opportunities. We need a bit of continuity. We need people playing week in, week out, getting used to each other. And I still think we're feeling that. I still think we're missing a few plays, a few jumps and all that. And that's because they haven't played together. So over there, we need that continuity that will bring us the consistency we're striving for. But we also need the competition for places that people can't just think, I've got that shirt. People are after you. And I think that's an healthy place to be.